Dear friends, in last session we have learned about methods of acquiring knowledge. I hope you all have understood that, and here we can remember structured methods of acquiring knowledge, in that scientific method. While explaining scientific method, I told that the steps of research process and scientific method more or less same only. There I explained briefly about scientific method, and please recollect that while watching and listening this lecture. Yes, in today's session let me discuss about overview of research process. To know the concept of research process, watch and listen the lecture till end of this video. Friends, welcome to Channagiri's Nursing Education Tutorials. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe it now and press the bell icon to get regular notification for interesting videos and topics about nursing, and do not forget to like the video. Let us discuss about research process. Then what do you mean by research process? The research process is nothing but it is a process of gathering information for the purpose of initiating, modifying or terminating a particular event or phenomena or group of events. Friends, we all know the definition of research, and according to that, here investigator try to invent new knowledge, phenomena or attempt to bring modification in existing knowledge or phenomena. So the question arises here, how to do this? Yes, we can do this by following steps of research process. Research process involve series of steps. Those are: step 1, define research problem; step 2, review of literature; step 3, formulate hypothesis; step 4, preparing the research design; step 5, data collection; step 6, data analysis; and step 7, interpretation and report writing. Here in this schematic diagram you will understand how these steps are interrelated and comes in sequence. That is, the first step, define research problem, then it is followed by review of literature, then it follows formulate hypothesis, then design research, that is research design, then collect the data, then analyze the data, then interpret and report. In this schematic diagram you will visualize the F and FF. F means feedback, FF means feed forward. Let us discuss about these all steps one by one. First, define research problem. Essentially, two steps are involved in defining the research problem. Those are understanding the problem thoroughly and rephrasing the same into meaningful terms from a point of view. Suppose if you are having a question or problem, say for example, communication problem between you and patient. First, you need to analyze the problem, means what is the actual problem. Here, you taken a communication problem, isn't it? In communication, again you need to find out which problem exists, whether it is language problem, whether it is patient problem, whether it is patient and nurse problem, whether patient is hesitating to communicate, or any other problem. Once you analyzed and understood the problem, then you need to define it in such a way that it give a clear meaning to the research and whatever the research you are going to do it. For example, you may define the communication problem between you and patient such as unable to communicate with the patient because of language barrier, or patient hesitate to communicate with health worker, etc. Next, there are two types of research problem. Those are the research problem which relate to state of nature of a problem and relationship between variables. While defining the research problem, we need to consider the problem nature, that is explanatory, exploratory or experimental problem, whether it is affecting single individual or group of people or entire community. And next, relationship between the variables. Those are independent and dependent variable. For better understanding, here we can define or state the problem by considering all those parameters explained above, that is, impact of communication strategies on a patient admitted in a hospital. Or you may take one more example, that is, a study to evaluate the effectiveness of planned teaching program on communication strategies between nurse and patient among the staff nurses working in a hospital. After defining the problem, next step of research process is review of literature. What is review of literature? This I will explain you later while taking session on literature review. But here you just keep it in your mind that review of literature means searching scholarly written materials on said problem to identify the nature of problem, methods and materials used in the study, results of the study and recommendations of the study, etc. For reviewing the literature, you can visit various websites and libraries to collect the related data about your study. The next step in research process is formulating hypothesis. The main role of hypothesis is to guide the researcher by delimiting the area of research and to keep him on the right track. Hence, formulate hypothesis is tentative assumption made in order to draw out and test its logical or empirical consequences. Hypothesis should be very specific and limited to the piece of research in hand because it has to be tested. Friends, I will explain regarding hypothesis in detail in upcoming sessions. Here you just take an example of that is, suppose the problem is a study to evaluate the effectiveness of planned teaching program on communication strategies between nurse and patient among the staff nurses working in a hospital. Then hypothesis will be like this. There will be increase in knowledge of staff nurses undergoing planned teaching program. The next step of research process is preparing the research design. Friends, the function of research design is to provide for the collection of relevant evidences with minimal expenditure of effort, time and money, and these research designs are broadly classified into two types, that is qualitative and quantitative, and further classified into experimental and non-experimental. Again, too many designs are available under these two headings. So, you need to choose any one design applicable to your study and gives best results. Again, research design is a big topic and will be covered in next upcoming sessions. So, the next step of research process is data collection. So friends, every study has this step compulsory because whole study depend on data collection only. Hence, the primary data can be collected through by observation, through personal interview, through telephonic interview, by mailing of questionnaire and supplying the questionnaire schedules. The next step is data analysis. The analysis of data requires a number of closely related operations such as establishment of categories. This stage mainly include coding, editing, tabulation. These steps I will explain in upcoming sessions. Here you just remember coding, editing and tabulation. Next step of research process is interpretation and report writing. This is the last step and based on data analysis, here the investigator interprets the results of study and write the report on his study. So this is about overview of research process. Friends, In this session, we have learned about research process. I hope you all have enjoyed the lecture and understood the concept of research process. Next session, we will discuss one more important topic, that is review of literature. Till that time, take care and thank you for watching and listening my lecture.